The administration and faculty of Great Bridge High School are pleased to welcome you to the 2020 virtual commencement ceremony. We are honored to celebrate such a joyous occasion with you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in honoring our country and those serving for our freedom during the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. At this time, we would like to thank all of our special guests and members of our school board. Thank you all for your continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chloe Allison, our SCA president, who will attend the University of Mary Washington in the fall. Chloe will deliver a short welcome to the class of 2020.
Dear class of 2020, we have gotten through a lot. Even though we don't have the traditional ending to high school because of the circumstance, we still did it. So much has been changing within the past few months, and the world has tested us. That means everyone listening to this speech has proved themselves in their strength and flexibility, whether you can do the splits or not. I know none of us were expecting the entire world to grind to a halt and to be put in quarantine for the rest of our senior year. And I know at least once, all of us imagined a normal graduation, normal prom, and really in general normal things. But we need to look at it like this. We are the class that made history, and we stand out among all the other classes. We have been immortalized. The year 2020 may be remembered for toilet paper shortages, but it will also be remembered for change that our class will be an important part of. We are the generation with the upper hand on changing the world because, from the beginning, we were born into a chaotic place, and now we are graduating in turbulent times as well. We've experienced what it is like to have the world fall apart in front of us, and we will be the ones to build it back up. Although there is a lot of turmoil going on in the world, we should try and bring positivity and love into a place that desperately needs it. And even though we missed out on a lot, we can look back on some of those really good days that we shared together. We need to stop to remember and savor those good times, because one day, when we are a lot older, wishing we wore sunscreen and flossed our teeth every day, we will cherish some of those memories. One thing this pandemic has done is give us time to reflect. We can all think about high school for what it was and what it could have been, and I have had the time to make an analogy about what high school and life was like before quarantine. I believe life and high school is like giving a class presentation. You all know how this goes. Some are prepared, others wing it, some show up, a few skip out. A handful of them freak out because their voices waver, while others have a strong, confident tone. But we know that however much we worry about that next presentation, next step in life, or whatever it may be, we must remember that these things never last as long or are as bad as we imagine they will be. High school and life resemble presentation because we had to go through it in order to get what we wanted. In school, that was being a good grade, and in life, we want to get through quarantine and back to a new sense of normalcy and on to the rest of our lives. Congratulations, 2020 Wildcats, for our graduation and for the world-changing things that we will do.
Thank you, Chloe, for your inspiring comments. Great Bridge High School is fortunate to have support of organizations, clubs, families, special patrons in the school community who provide scholarships to our seniors. Many seniors are also recipients of scholarships presented by various colleges, universities, the military, and the workforce. Scholarships and awards are acknowledged in the graduation program insert and total over $3.2 million. Graduates, when you receive new heights, I encourage you to remember to share your success with your family, your community, and your alma mater. You will always be a Wildcat. Congratulations, class of 2020, for your many achievements. At this time, I would like to welcome Assistant Principal Dr. Wicker to the podium to welcome our next speaker. Dr. Wicker?
It is my distinct honor to introduce Great Bridge High School's Salutatorian for the class of 2020, Mr. Armand Muhammadai. Armand has been an active member of many activities at Great Bridge High School, including the National Honor Society, track, and volleyball. He has also been busy outside of school, volunteering each summer at Chesapeake Regional Hospital, in addition to working part-time since he was 15 years old. Armand was awarded the Principal's Award in both 2019 and 2020, and is a member of the Virginian Pilots Scholastic Team. He is also the recipient of the Presidential Academic Award. Armand has accomplished all of this while maintaining the impressive grade point average of 4.9014. He will attend the University of Virginia in the fall, where he plans to focus on pre-med coursework. Ladies and gentlemen, Salutatorian for the class of 2020, Armand Muhammadai.
Hello, class of 2020, and thank you to all of you who took time out of your day to be here. My name is Armand Muhammadai, and yeah, I know it's an unusual last name. With the virus and all of the problems with the world currently, it means a lot that we are able to celebrate the class of 2020 in any fashion. I have the honor as Salutatorian of addressing you today, but I would like to speak on behalf of everyone who doesn't get to come up here. I'd like to speak for the athletes who missed out on games and tournaments they worked so hard for the brainiacs who really wanted to finish that project or research they invested so much time in, for the hard-working kids who wanted to practice their skills and see their programs at the Career Center through to the end, for the student leaders who had big plans for prom and spirit weeks that never happened, for the artists who left beautiful works unfinished or unshown and plays or concerts unperformed, and for those who never got to say goodbye to a favorite teacher or counselor who helped them. Many people think that this year was probably the worst year to graduate. There are so many spring traditions that the class of 2020 missed out on. Without our prom or our traditional graduation ceremony, it is expected that spirits are down, but we did it. We have graduated, and the first 3.5 years of high school are always going to be there, and the wonderful memories and experiences we had will always be a part of us. We managed to overcome everything thrown our way, and now we move on and forward. Regardless of what we're doing next or where we're headed, college, work, or the military, we beat this crazy final chapter of high school and we'll never forget it. I'd like to say we beat it all on our own, but with the amazing staff at Great Bridge High School, everything was much easier. God knows I had a bad case of senioritis and junioritis, but I have learned a lot from every teacher I had in high school, and they made class very enjoyable no matter how hard I sometimes made it for them. We need to all appreciate and thank our teachers for their support in helping us to get through this. Finally, I would like to acknowledge and recognize some classmates you will hear from besides me. They have gone above and beyond. Our senior class president, Jessica Krolizak, our SEA president, Chloe Allison, and the top of the class, our valedictorian, Megan Temmie. They have all worked hard and done fantastic things for this graduating class of 2020, and hopefully their speeches do a better job than mine in letting this audience know just how great Great Bridge High School is. Best wishes to all of you in the future, and congratulations.
Thank you, Armand, for that wonderful message. It is now my distinct honor to introduce Great Bridge High School's valedictorian for the class of 2020, Miss Megan Temmie. Megan has been an active member of many activities at Great Bridge High School, including National Honor Society, Scholastic Bowl, indoor track, gymnastics, and cheerleading, where she served as captain her senior year. She was a contributing member of the Student Advisory Council, which is a student group that is dedicated and focused on improving our school culture. Megan was awarded the AP Scholar Award for Statistics as well as Language and Composition. She was also recognized as the Latin Student of the Year. She is the recipient of the 2020 Superintendent Scholar Athlete Award. Megan has accomplished all of this while maintaining the impressive grade point average of 4.93. She will attend West Virginia University in the fall, where she plans to pursue a degree in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, valedictorian for the class of 2020, Miss Megan Timmy.
March 13th, 2020, 3:38 p.m., a day that will live in infamy. This day sent shockwaves of excitement, fear, and Walmart shoppers across all of Virginia. The last day of our 4-year sentence to high school should have been one of the happiest days of our lives, if only we knew it at the time. Half of you left after third bell without a second thought. The rest of us were in fourth bell when the news came. 2 weeks off school, they said, and everyone cheered. We all walked to our cars, high-fiving and hightailing it out of there, eager to begin our much-needed vacation, also known as quarantine. Toilet paper flew off the shelves. We stayed in our pajamas all day. It was 2 weeks of mandatory separation, but little did we know how much the separation could unite us as one, the COVID class of 2020. Once word came out that we would not be returning from this break, our school year was over. Sort of. Our peace was broken. Online school had started. Teachers, armed with Google Classroom, Zoom, and PDFs, attacked our emails. But we finished our year out. Sure, many assignments were submitted at 11:58 p.m., but that was just in time. This pandemic allowed us to stop and take a step back to reevaluate what is important in our life. We should appreciate our mentors and those around us who helped shape us into the people we will be for the rest of our lives. We're going to be the class everyone watches, the class that graduated during a pandemic. We kept going while the rest of the world stopped. Assignment after assignment, project after project, we finished. We made it here. Graduation. Considering all of the adversity we've overcome in the past 3 months, I realized how united our senior class really is. No matter how distant, separated, or stressed we were this year, especially at the end, no matter how low on toilet paper we got, we were all in the same boat. Everyone will be waiting to see what we do when we enter the world. We have shown that we can do anything we put our mind to, especially if we come together, whether in person or virtually. So remember this as we begin the next stage of our life, even on Zoom. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.
Thank you, Megan. Many of our graduates have earned special recognitions. These honors are denoted in the graduation program. Honor graduates also had the opportunity to wear gold honor stoles and tassels. National Honor Society members received Honor Society medals. Those students who have maintained a grade point average of 4.0 or higher have a green and gold honor cord. Each graduate received their diploma and diploma cover during Senior Celebration Week earlier this summer. While I call the names of each graduate, you will see a visual celebrating each student to include a picture, an honor seal, and any future endeavors they shared with us. At this time, I will begin to read the names of the diploma candidates.
Dallas Chandler Adams. Luis Vincent Agostini. Skylar Leah Allen. Sydney Rilla Sue Allen. Chloe Lee Allison. Colby Kiso Allred. Austin Tyler Anderson. Delaney Joy Anderson. Roman Michael Anderson. Trevor Chase Anderson. Niana Latoya Angel. Jalen Demond Armstrong. Donald Lee Artis. Elson Luis Aviles. Jonathan Robert Baker. Logan David Baker. Lynette Karen Baker. Julia Ann Balzer. Kristen Mackenzie Barton. Dylan Christian Bassnight. Gavin Riley Boehner. Megan Lindsay Bell. Jawan Isaiah Benton. Isaiah Earl Bethel. Zeldarin Umoja Billups. Connor John Black. Holly McKay Black. Azaria Annabelle Bolton. Logan Thomas Booth. Aster Jane Botu. Destiny Nicole Bowen. Rocco David Lloyd. Lashanti Rebecca Boyd Rutledge. Ashley Nicole Freeland. Ashley Nicole Bridges. Evan Nicholas Brisland. Shane Michael Brisland. Brittany Anasia Britt. Kira Ashley Brittingham. Calvin Andrew Broderson. Mylena Gabrielle Brooks. Jaden Arnell Brown. Jamari Talib Brown. Colby Miles Brown. Meredith Sinclair Brown. Jacob Zachary Bryant. Christopher Jacob Butner. Justin Ivan Burfect. David Stanley Burke IV. Riley Cole Byrne. Jonathan Thomas Caffey. Louis Dennis Exwizy Array Kalawara. Caitlin Nicole Canales. Atani Shamaya Carpenter. Ryan William Carroll. Christina Nicole Chandler. Natalie Fiorella Chavez Arevalo. Caroline Delane Childress. Darian Micah Christian. John Charles Siganovich. Samantha Michelle Sema. Christopher Lee David Clark. Taylor Ann Clark. Haley Nicole Klaus. Angel Victoria Clayton. Grace Vaughn Collins. Laura Joyce Congo. Jarrett Davison Conley. Tarayan Teray Jaquez Cook. Alexis Lee Cooper. Achilles Emmanuel Capitas. Ethan James Corrigan. Xavier Ty Coate. Kiana Shantae Cowell. Zoe Lisette Crank. Keegan Victor Croft. Jamie Marie Cross. Talia McKay Cross Abad. Ashanti Marie Cross Copeland. Alexander George Curtis. Jalen Joseph Darbone. Chase Bryant Davis. Samuel Harry Davis III. Alexia Marie Dean. Jacob Thaddeus DeGregory. Lance Braden DeJong. Raheem Deloach. Dylan Patrick DeLuca. Joshua Ryan Dixon. Eric Alfred Doring. Kelsey Lee Donahue. Jana Louise Donato. Julia Paige Dorff. Leah Ann Doughton. Shay Madison Drury. Ryan Scott Duffy. Emmanuel Octavius Dupree. Jackson Riley Estes. Marcus Aurelius Etheridge Jr. Jada Callista Elizabeth Everett. Raymond Leonard Fadness III. Jacqueline Rose Felder. Christopher Louis Santos Fisher. Connor James Fitzgerald. Haley Marie Flock. Jonathan Miles Alexander Fleming. Shelley Lou Ford. Jack Thomas Foran. Octavia Aaliyah Marie Foster. Davion Malik Franklin. Ashlyn Michelle Freeman. Emily Kate Fromey. Ryan Douglas Fulcher. Alicia Teresa Garcia. Victor Dale Gargano. Jasmine Alyssa Garner. Casey Elizabeth Geary. Logan Allen Geske. Dalton Robert Gilder. Adrian Kate Gillespie. Jack Harrison Glenvin. Alexis Skylar Gogan, Aaron Michael Gomez, Gracie Elizabeth Goodwin, Chloe Evelyn Grable, Benjamin Thomas Green IV, Sarah Scott Gresnick, Zaire Joseph Grimstead, Anya Apollonia Hall, Christian Van Harrell, Ivana Simone Harrell, Janae Tyann Hawkins, Caitlin Victoria Hayes, Naya Destiny Chimera Hayes, Heather Elizabeth Haywood, Aiden James Heffernan, Warren Douglas Hemmings III, Talon Isaiah Hernandez, Connor Lee Hess, Skylar Paige Hewitt, Landon Gage Higgerson, Corbin Alexander Hill, Latavia Nicole Holland, Natalie Michelle Holzhauer, Bree Nicolette Horton, Cameron Joy Horton, Haley Michelle Hoskins, Elijah Trey Howell, Jacob Paul Huffman, Mariah Elizabeth Huffman, Caden Andrew Hunt, Skylar Howard Hurlbert, Matthew Joseph Eigel, Minatala Ayub Issa, Lauren Michelle Jackson, Emily Ann Jacobson, Anna Corinne Jarrell, Taylor Nicole Jenkins, Aiden Patrick Jesse, Mason Scott Jesse, Jack Hunter Johnson, Jaden Ephraim Asifa Johnson, Jalen Ashad Johnson, Jessica Lynn Johnson, Ted Johnson III, Zoe Marone Johnson, Cade Lauren Jones, Lauren Camille Jones, Noah Charles Jones, Ryan Andrew Jones, Tiashawn Jasmine Joyner, Marlon Kamani Juma, Jade Keegan Kane, Janelle Nicole Kane. Mackenzie Rose Karam. Elizabeth Marie Carr. Colin Lee Keenan. Finnegan Dugray Kenny. Megan Lynn Kessler. Savannah Nicole Kaiser. John Frederick Connect Jr. John Tyler Krantz. Seth John Kreidel. Mia Ruth Kreiner. Emily Jane Krolizak. Jessica Elizabeth Krolizak. Matthew Howard Kropf. Amber Lynn Coomer. Joshua Spires Lawson. Madison Jolynn Lawson. Mariah Noel Lazaldi. Gregory Dominic Lee II. Kiana Denise Lewis. Nathan Michael Lewis Sarr. Kayla Michelle Lightheart. Jonathan Robert Lips. Kayla Amber Liskey. Sarah Eliana Lacuna. Sabian Lee Lukai. Nasir Jarvan Mack. Dylan Anthony Mallory. Joshua Lee Marlin. Gavin Gregory Martin. Noah Julian Martinez. Olivia Bryce Mason. Jordan Marie Mass. Madeline Juliette Massey. Corey Michael Macaulay. Rachel Lynn McCauley. Megan Ann McFall. Megan Patricia McKigney. Devin Miles McCown. Brianna Cheyenne McMillan. Tess Elizabeth Mearsman. Ian Thomas Melvin. Elijah Lee Mercado. Aaliyah Tatiana Midget. Oren Delaney Miller. Sasha Gabrielle Miller. Maggie Love Maneri. Laura Louise Mott. Armand Muhammadai. Javon Wanye Mullen. Dennis Kimani Mwangi. Hiro Nako Jr. Emma Noel Naquin. Joseph Henry Navarrete. Noel Ponce Colon Negod. Andrew Michael Nelson. Sophia Gwinon Nguyen. Nathan Andres No. Michael Rill Okanda. Shamel Valquez Samuel Olds. Clara Honor Olson. Joshua Clyde Olson. Tara Rose O'Neill. Lauren Marie Orlando. Matthew David Orlando. Coral Lynn Osborne. Haley Marie Osenkoski. Viviana Michaela Aussie. Taylor Ann Ostrander. Sydney Paige Overton. Amaya Brianna Paez. David Paez Jr. Joseph Carter Parks. Mia Elizabeth Parrott. Amand Khalil Paxton. Chelsea Brooke Leanne Payne. Abigail Frances Pepe. Adam Jacob Perry. Savannah Rose Mary Lynn Perucci. Jasmine Renee Phillips. Justin Ryan Pierce. Destiny Pinkston. Alejandros Elios Piparitis. Devana Dakota Planter. Raymarius Daquan Pollard. Carly Elizabeth Pond. Valentina Favero Porto. Jacob Freeman Powell. Laura Kanani Powell. Mateo Angelo Pradario. Jamal Aaron Priester. Alexis Nicole Popora. Kelsey Marie Putt. Marisol Antonia Ramirez. Jacqueline Raquel Ramos. Logan Tyler Reese. Clara Renee Regan. Louisa Fernanda Restrepo. Alyssa Renee Richardson. Shaira Johannes Richardson. Adam Robert Riggins. Aiden William Rigney. Haley Nicole Roberts. Jordan Corey Roberts. Monica Lynn Rodriguez. Isabel Alicia Rodriguez Acosta. Anna Rose Rodriguez. Jalen Isaiah Rogers. Milton John Rogers III. Gavin Alexander Rhino. Zachary Philip Sabato. Emily Catherine Saint-Sing. Savina Rochelle Salazar. Bailey Elizabeth Salway. Jamin Isaiah Sawyer. Victoria Lee Scheidt. Canyon Noah Schrader. Emmanuel David Salah. Kylie Brionna Sharp. Alyssa Brooke Shaw. Devin Ryder Shipe. Madison Lawler Scholes. Sydney Ann Simmons. Kayla Alexandria Sinclair. Nathaniel Robert Smith. Spencer Grant Smith. Tyler Edward Smith. Marcus Dominic Soto. Lance Edward Standridge. Jaimir Amani Starks. Lucas James Stevens. Russell Wade Stewart. Alexa Marie Stidham. Charles Alexander Tan. Justin David Tarnowski. Megan Malia Timmy. Noah Ethan Timmy. Anasia J. Thomas. Noah George Isaac Thomas. Michael Antonio Thompson. Nolan Alexander Tiller. Anna Grace Townsend. Isabella Renee Triole. Christine Frances Truxell. Alfred Turner III. Chad Dion Tynes. Chloe Morgan Underwood. William Braden Underwood. Elizabeth Jagger Valancourt. Joseph Benjamin Valancourt. Lauren Gale Van Ash. Caitlin Nicole Van Dyke. Marcus Antonio Velez. Margaret Michelle Walker. Anthony O'Neill Walters, Jr. Reagan Mackenzie Warren Jones. Angel Gannett Waters. Ethan Chase Weldon. Landon Taylor Witt. Stephen Matthew Wickenden. Ajwa Najee Wiggins. Emily Ray Wilson. Isaiah Wesley Wilson. Corbin Scott Wilson. Presley Kenneth Laird Wilson. Tristan Douglas Wilson. Ann Jacob Woodson. Madison Faith Wozniak. Madison Rose Zettelmoyer.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would first like to thank all faculty, friends, and family who have helped us arrive where we are right now. Well, graduates, we made it. Crazy to believe that 4 years ago we were at the very bottom and now we're here. Freshman year honestly seems like it was just yesterday. Walking into the school on the first day with wide eyes, worried about whether old friends were in the same classes, going to the first football game and realizing that the team was trying its best. Looking back makes me realize how much we've all grown intellectually and mentally, and that nobody compares to us. We are strong, resilient, and ready to take on anything thrown at us. The class of 2020 is a class that will go down in history. This class has experienced many hardships, but has always managed to prevail in the end. We've survived floods in the 800 hall, school blackouts, the coronavirus, and don't even get me started about the potholes in the school parking lot. We've experienced some good things too, like Spirit Week, senior breakfast, and senior semi. I know this isn't how we thought high school would end, but if we had to do it all over again, we wouldn't and shouldn't change one thing. Well, maybe I wouldn't have taken college comp, but really, all those nights being in the midnight deadline prepared me for college. We are all headed into a new chapter in our lives. Now is the time to find some sort of purpose in your life, because no one is going to hold your hand to guide you anymore. You are on your own for the first time, and I know it seems scary. Heck, I'm terrified. But I have no doubt in my mind that each and every single one of you is capable of doing something great for yourself and for the world, and will overcome any challenge thrown at you. You are all so strong and powerful. As we part ways, I encourage you all try not to focus on the materialistic aspects of life. Street poet and philosopher Kanye West once said, "Money is not my definition of success. Inspiring people is a definition of success." So I want you to ask yourselves, how far are you willing to go to inspire others? Find a way to leave your mark on this world, because in the end, nobody wants to be forgotten. As I close, I just want to emphasize that I know we're all worried about the future, if we will succeed or not. But if you saw yourselves the way I see you, you wouldn't be worried at all. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, Wildcat class of 2020. I'd like to share with you some information about the class of 2020, followed by some brief remarks to our graduates. Your class is the 113th to graduate from Great Bridge High School. Today, 341 of you will graduate. An impressive 268 students, or 79%, are honor graduates with a 3.0 grade point average or higher. And even more impressive, 89 students, or 26%, graduated with a 4.0 grade point average or higher. I think you will all agree that these are outstanding accomplishments by the class of 2020. I didn't expect to be making my graduation remarks to you virtually, but the world has thrown you a curveball for sure. You have all started the next chapter of your life in the midst of controversy and change. So I'd like to provide you some guiding advice that has helped me embrace and adapt to change over the years. To begin with, plan that your master plan may not come to fruition, and it's not a bad thing. It's difficult to fathom that at your age, you already know what you want to do with the rest of your life. My plan upon graduating from high school didn't include becoming the principal of this great school. That opportunity came later in life. Trust me, your destiny will find you. Just be patient and enjoy the journey. It will be challenging at times, but surround yourself with people who are not like-minded or that may not always agree with you. everyone's perspective is important, and I can assure you that whatever you are working on together, the outcomes will be better. Be a part of it all. By that, I encourage you to get involved with things outside of your comfort zone. Try new adventures and experiences. It will pay off down the road. Plan on working hard. I personally don't know of anyone who is successful that didn't work hard to get there. And lastly, always be in pursuit of a better you, both personally and professionally. Take risk. Don't be afraid to fail. This will promote growth, and growth is good. And back to that curveball. With graduation, you have achieved something during difficult times that cannot be discounted. You didn't give up. You and your family should be very proud. We all know that you did not come this far on your own. So at some point over the next few days, thank your parents for their support, as well as your teachers. Research shows that teachers are the most important factor in student learning. Please take a moment to recognize them and their contributions to your success. And self-reflect. Recognize your effort that you have invested in yourself to get to this level. And I thank you all for your dedication and hard work. You are now a member of a prestigious community of Great Bridge High School graduates dating back to 1907. And in closing, Great Bridge High School has a tradition of producing exemplary students, and you are no exception. We're all extremely proud of you. You will certainly be missed. So as you move on, I extend to each and every one of you my heartiest congratulations and personal best wishes. I hope that each of you will find in the years to come success, happiness, and peace. This time, the changing of the tassel will be led by your SCA President, Chloe Allison. Please change your tassel from the right to the left. By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Chesapeake School Board, I pronounce you graduates of Great Bridge High School. At this time, we have a special presentation from our chorus students singing the Great Bridge High School alma mater. The alma mater was created by Anne McNeil from the class of 1947.
In a song.